Hello everybody, this is RRPG here, and welcome back to another episode of RRPG Let's Play with Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance. In today's episode, we're actually going to go through another part, another place that is a part of Suhalla, that is known as the Suhalla Gate. And then we are going to get started with the Venus Lighthouse in a little capacity. I will show you what you need to do to go to that one, to go to the Venus Lighthouse the first time, or the first part of that lighthouse, so that way you can get to the second part easily. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on with this episode that's already in progress, shall we? And as you can tell, we made it to the Suhalla Gate, and these look like a bunch of soldiers from Lalivero. And they noticed the voice of Eodam, and Eodam asked what happened at the gate. And there was a strange group with no papers, and they wanted to pass, and they pretty much took down the soldiers that were here. So yeah, it's Saturos and Minorities group. Looks like they meant business when they are going to the Venus Lighthouse. And then, well, and the soldiers said that they will be okay once you leave them right there. I wonder if that's true. But, for the most part, we will have to leave him there because we still need to get moving. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up the pace. And right in here, we have a priest in here. And if we die, then we end up back at the priest that was here at the Suhalla Gate. I don't know why they chose, of all places, to have that as a death spot after you die somewhere within the region here over at Lalivero and the Venus Lighthouse. But evidently, that's the case. Okay, we have an Earth Golem, and we have a Goblin. So yeah, we're starting to come into contact with more of the Earth-based enemies, or the Venus-based enemies, since we are getting close to the Venus Lighthouse. And things will only just get a little bit tougher when we go to the Venus Lighthouse from here on out. So, how's everybody doing today? Hope you all are having a great Friday. It's almost the weekend, so yeah, by this weekend, that means you're going to see more Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island action. Oh, and by the way, I do have something that's planned for the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword LP that I'm going to be doing. It may be something that, it'll be something that I don't think a lot of Let's Players have done when they do a Let's Play. I know one in particular used to do one about every single episode, but for the most part, I think it's something that not a whole lot of people have tried out. But you shall see why once the first episode of Skyward Sword comes. But I think it's pretty much going to be that series that I do a retrospective of. I may do some others if I can get some more information. But for the most part, we'll just have to leave it at that. You might actually be surprised what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so let's go ahead and take care of these guys again. We have another Earth Golem, and I think that is a Mole Mage, yeah. So yeah, that is a mole mage, so he can use magic while he's a mole. He didn't even look like he had a robe or anything. Oh boy. Okay, so we took care of them, and we're getting some pretty good experience points by coming around here. Okay, now we need to jump right here because look, we have ourselves a Mercury Genie, and for some odd reason it could stand after it jumped off of that side of the cliff there. But other than that, we are going to be fighting against it because we do need its power in order to progress through. So yeah, let's just do what we do best against this enemy, or against this genie. And we will manage to defeat it. And this Mercury Genie seems to be pretty fast. So we managed to paralyze it, and we managed to put it to sleep. Huh, so that means he can't even wake up? Oh, ouch. Oh no, don't worry, they can wake up, but yeah, this will make it easier for us to defeat this little critter. And we managed to wrap it in delusion. Very good. Okay, so we finally managed to defeat the Mercury Genie, and now it belongs to us. So yes, this is the 6th Mercury Genie in the entire game, and we get the Mercury Genie due. It joined Ivan, but we're going to set it to Mia, because with that, I think that will make her become a paragon when we set that genie to her stats. Yep, she is the strongest type of water seer, or water sphere in class in this game, but not the strongest in the entire franchise in general, because when they put out the Lost Age, everybody can use 9 types of gene in their own party. So they kind of expanded on that. But for this game, yeah, we have Mia's strongest class in Golden Sun. Okay, now before we actually go to the Venus Lighthouse, there's actually something that we can do just right underneath the path that we came from. But first things first, let's go ahead and take care of these enemies. And let's go inside that cave right there. And we will progress a little bit further. But, nope, evidently not, because apparently this game wants us to fight more enemies, ones that are actually pretty strong. And yeah, we will be succumbing to a lot of action in this episode. So, be prepared for the worst, guys. Well, no, I wouldn't say it's the worst, but you get what I'm saying. Okay. So we managed to fell one of the goblins. And can we fell the other one? Yes, we can. Okay, Truncheon Fist. And that Truncheon Fist ability from the Earth Golem is actually pretty devastating. And you want to be careful. Okay, we'll have Mia cast Wish Well, so everybody will be... managed to be fully restored for the most part. Just imagine this game having so much data that you can do beyond the level... beyond the level 30 range. But you can actually get it with no problem in the Lost Age. It kind of makes you wonder, why would they just put that in there for this game if they knew for a fact that you could get it in the Lost Age, but you can't. But it would make it really hard for you to actually get those abilities when you're playing this game. As I said, I wonder why. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So, let's go ahead and finish this up. Okay, cool. And that didn't do... Oh, cool! Mia managed to attack the foe while she was blinded. Okay, now if we come out here, we actually do end up at another part of the world map. And we're just beyond the Suhalla gate, but not close to the Venus Lighthouse. And what we're taking a look right here is a ship in which Eodam thinks that it is Babby's own ship. And we're going to use this black orb. And using this black orb, it will enable us to power up the ship. So let's go ahead and try to use it right here. But I wonder if it will work. Something tells me it's probably not going to work. What's the matter? So it is not his ship. Could Babby have been wrong? No, of course not. But where is his actual ship, I wonder? But since that is not his ship, we will have to press forward to the Babby Lighthouse. So yeah, we can go back in this cave and we can go back the way we came. And every time when you come in and out through that place, you can actually restore your synergy with the synergy stones. So I just thought I'd point that out, but for the most part, it's pretty useless to come around this area. And that pathway is actually a very important pathway in the Lost Age, and you shall see why. Oh my god, are you seriously going to be healing your party members? Seriously, dude? God. We're going to take you down. That was not cool. And, oh god, Ivan's about to get his carcass kicked. Let's use a Plywell on Ivan here. And that really didn't do a whole lot of damage to Earth Golem. Sometimes when you use the Assassin's Dagger, it will manage to do a instant death move onto your foes. So there's at least some good in that weapon that he has equipped. I wasn't sure if I caught that on, but for the most part, now you know. Okay, so we managed to save Ivan from death. And that's a good thing, because the Earth Golems are pretty strong around this area. And since with Ivan having very weak defenses, it's good to keep Mia on her toes with the whole healing factor. Okay, let's get out of here. And they're not going to leave us alone with fighting against random enemies some more. Evidently not, but I don't think it's something that we can avoid, but we'll gladly fight against them. Okay, that ability that the Horned Ghost used, it is called Hail Prism. It's a very powerful water ability. And that's not the strongest form, and it actually has a stronger form from its original state, which is where it was right now. But from that one form, of that spell actually comes from a different boss. And trust me, this one boss that we're gonna go up against, it's just, oh my god, it's gonna give us a headache. And of course, I'm talking about the boss that we fight in Crossbone Isle. Uh-oh, so that soldier died. That's not good. So soldiers are dying from left and right at the Suhalla gate. Alright, so if we cross this bridge, we actually make it to the initial part of the Venus Lighthouse. So yeah, we made it to the Venus Lighthouse entry. And more soldiers are dying as soon as we talk to them. Well, ouch. So, let's go ahead and make our way inside the Venus Lighthouse. But I will let you know that and as I've been saying before, we cannot progress through the Venus Lighthouse in its current state. There's actually a different path that we need to take in order to progress through the Venus Lighthouse. But for the most part, you actually do want to come to this initial part here, because there is something that you must do before you take the other route through the place. Okay, here's another one of the enemies inside the lighthouse. They're known as Gnome Wizards. The strongest form of the Gnome Mages, so yeah. But probably not in the whole entire series. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were some stronger forms in the Lost Age. And the scholar is telling us that Kraden and the others appeared when they came into this room and they did something to that statue in order to, I guess, progress through. And yes, we actually do need to make contact with that statue in order to progress through the Venus Lighthouse from the other entrance. And Garrett comes out, and he said says that we can't even push the block farther than it already is. And it would have been nice if we could actually carry it to a different position. So yeah, we can't even lift the block, but there is the potential that there might be a brand new synergy item, or an item that grants a synergy. And I have no doubt about that, but we need to search for it. Ouch. Seriously, these guys are jerks. Oh well, and I will let you know, when you go inside the Venus Lighthouse, Isaac's synergy points will restore by 4 points per turn, even when fighting against bosses. So yeah, it's the same effect as when Mia was in the Mercury Lighthouse, so use that well. Or use that initiative well when you're going through this place, so that way his synergy points can restore when you're fighting against enemies and such. Okay, let's go through here and we'll see what we can find. Actually, we can't go to the left there, so I think we're gonna have to push forward from this position. But of course, these guys are not gonna leave us alone, now are they? No, they're not. But don't worry, we will be fighting against these guys again when we take the second path through the Venus Lighthouse. But for the most part, yeah. We're actually going to be fighting against more of these. We're actually going to be fighting against different types of these enemies, or stronger enemies than what we're seeing right now. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to get through that part. So be jumping over these stones or these steps, so that way we can actually come this way. And if we actually come this way, we can open up this treasure chest and we can get ourselves a lucky cap. I wonder if that lucky cap is very strong for Isaac to use. Let's go ahead and check it out. Probably not, but it might be. Oh, actually, it does. It boosts critical hits. So that may be a good thing to have on us. And it does replenish synergy points. Even though that's kind of pointless, since we can already restore at least 4 synergy points with Isaac when we're in the Venus Lighthouse. But for everywhere else, it's pretty good to use. Oh, great. 2 Earth Golems and a Gnome Wizard. So, can we defeat them? I hope we can. Or else, we're not gonna do so swell, are we? And I know the Gnome Wizard is not going to let the Earth Golems go untouched for this battle. But we're not gonna let them go either. Okay, so we felled the Earth Golem. And Gnome Wizard uses Mother Gaia. Yeah, Mother Gaia is another type of Venus-based spell. I don't think we used that for Isaac just yet. And I don't think we have it for him just yet. So once we get a Gaia ability, or we do have a Gaia ability, but I don't think we have Mother Gaia on us right away. But once we do have Mother Gaia, I will show you how it works. But even though the Gnome Wizard already used it, so I don't think there's much point in needing to show you that again. But there are different variations like the Quake, the Earthquake, and the Quake Sphere and all that. Okay, and so somebody leveled up that level. So, very good. Okay, what we need to do is we need to use Reveal right here, so that way we can actually go down these stairs. And if we open up this treasure chest, we got ourselves some Carry Stone. So yes, Carry Stone is a new type of synergy that we can equip for our characters. And let's go ahead and give that Carry Stone to Isaac, so that way we can have him carry some things. Go ahead and give those vials to Garrett. We don't even need them for Isaac. Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and head back down, and let's head back to that one spot where those 2 stones where that one stone was blocking their path. And hopefully we can actually progress a little further. Wrong spot. Okay, so alright. We'll play your game, guys. Yeah, you're prone to fight against so many random battles at this place, it's not even funny. And besides, we don't even have the lure cap on. Besides, as I said, I'm not going to be using the lure cap that much, because I don't feel the need to be grinding a whole lot when you can actually get your characters back in the Lost Age, and you can continue grinding from where you left off. And it's a lot easier to grind in the Lost Age, too, so it makes sense just to leave your characters at where they are, but you do need to grind a little bit, so that way they have enough power to fight against the final boss. So yeah, the Venus Lighthouse is actually the final place in the entire game that we're going to be going through. Well, in terms of story progression, but we won't go through it fully. Once we get to the top, then we're actually going to backtrack all the way to the beginning, and we're going to be doing some side questing after that. Like, we still need to go free Master Hammett from Lunpa, and we also still need to go to Crossbone Isle, and we still need to revisit Vale, so that way we can get the Halt Gem, and we actually missed out on a Jupiter Genie there. And besides, it would be a good idea for Isaac and his company to revisit their family, so that way they can actually visit them before they have to move back again. Okay, something's wrong here. I'll have to check back and see what it is I missed. Okay, I realized that you're not supposed to go this way. I mean, that you weren't supposed to turn back. What you actually need to do is you actually need to use Reveal here. And that brings in another set of stairs. And when you use Reveal, you can actually see a path to that one area that that scholar told you were created in his traveling companions were located, and how they managed to get access to the Venus Lighthouse from the other side. But yeah, we're going to do that right now, so that way we can grab those, and we can follow their path. Trust me, if you miss out on that when going through the Babby Lighthouse, then you won't be able to get inside the Venus Lighthouse that way. Yeah, it's something that people can easily miss, so I just went ahead and let you all know right now that you want to come to this part before you go to the Venus Lighthouse via the Babby Lighthouse. So yeah. Go ahead and defeat the Earth Golem here, and then we can go to the statue and we can inspect it, so that way we can get access way to the Venus Lighthouse through the Babby Lighthouse. Okay, so let's go ahead and walk through here. Well, you can't even do anything to that statue, so let's talk to the statue. So we talk to the statue, and it's going to grant us entry to the lighthouse from within the Babby Lighthouse. So yeah, that's what you need to do, or else you're not going to be able to do that swell, or you're not going to be able to progress from the Babby Lighthouse from where you make it to. But for the most part, we actually made it back. Okay, guys, since we have made it this far, and since we're about to make our way to Lolivero, I think this is a good spot to where we can go ahead and we can wrap up things. So, next time on Double RPG Let's Play with Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance, we're going to resume where we left off, and we are going to go through the town of Lolivero, and then we're going to go through the Babby Lighthouse to make sure we get back over to the Venus Lighthouse via the different route. Alright gamers, if you have not done so already, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter with the links in the description, and if you like what you saw, then be sure to rate this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments below to let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Anyway gamers, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you on the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then.